Hi, this is Maginoni, and welcome to another edition of The Good, the Bad, and the Disappointing. Today was a very hard week because there was so much good and not too much disappointments. So let's start right off the bat with the good, and I have to give it to Batman number 29. This was really a good issue. It's basically what's going on is Batman is trying to fight off the Riddler's plan. The Riddler has played everybody, and just everything. The art was fantastic. The way Snyder built the story, you can see, I mean, granted, there's a couple things he just threw in there which kind of made it, well, I can see this happening, where, like, for an example, Commissioner Gordon calls up uh, one of his cops that says, hey, that you can't turn on the power, and the guy's just like, screw you, Gordon, you're done. I don't have to listen to you. But it's something that needed to be done anyways to advance the story, so I'm not complaining about that, at least too much. But other than that, this was definitely a good issue. We do get a little bit of like Bruce Wayne when he's a young kid. And again, they keep telling the same story over and over again about that night his parents got killed. And they incorporate that in, like, periodically throughout this issue. But the ending to this issue was simply fantastic. It was one of those things that you kind of wonder, how are you going to top it next time? And when I can say something like that, I have to give them props. This was a fantastic issue, and it's a real shame that none of the other DC books can be as good as this. I know Jeff Johns did a lot of great things with Green Lantern, how he just vitalized that character, and he's always the go-to person to fix things. But in all honesty, this is the guy you should be going to. Jeff Johns, I think he's a little out of ideas and he's a little bit tired. Snyder has been hitting it every single time, and this was, like I said, this was really a good issue. Now for the bad, and that is Superman Wonder Woman number 6. And even though I'm calling this bad, this could also fall under disappointment. Here's the deal. You all right, now I don't mind the fact that there's doubts between the relationship between Superman and Wonder Woman. But I'm like thinking, you're Superman. You shouldn't be having these doubts. But on the other hand, I'm thinking too, it's one of those situations where I'm conflicted, because it shows a lot more human side of him, where he's supposed to portray this aura of invincibility, this aura of I'm in control, and this is this one time where you kind of see him fragile. So I kind of like that in a way. But when you have this fragileness, and then you have him getting his butt just whipped constantly by Zod, and Zod's woman constantly beating Wonder Woman, I'm just like, really? How? I don't understand this nonsense. It's basically, they go, Wonder Woman gets this fancy armor and chariot, and they come back as the Darkness and a G-rated Witchblade. And this is where they're a lot more powerful. They take them down. They got the special power thing going. Apollo gets, he's a little pissed off at Superman, and he helps out Zod. And we get a Wonder Twin moment also, which is like, eye rolling. And then the ending, I will admit, was kind of very surprising. But we're dealing with Superman and Wonder Woman, who they both regenerate. So it's kind of like one of those endings where if you were a noob, you just go, "Oh my God, Superman's dead, Wonder Woman's dead." But when you've been around the block at least once, you just kind of go, "Oh, okay, they're fine next issue, no big deal." And I guess that's where part of my disappointment is, or the bad part is, in that it's kind of like one of those things where like they build this battle up. And the battle was really lame to begin with, and then they lose. And they push them into this direction where it's like self-sacrifice, utter destruction. And then it's one of those things that it doesn't really matter. It's like if you imagine you go on the Cake Boss, and then you rampage and destroy all the cakes. And Cake Boss don't get mad because you destroyed all the prototype cakes that that they have to show while in the process because the real things are all in the freezer. You know, it's like one of those types of endings where it's like, really, you just, you know, you do this for shock value and it has no weight behind it. So that's why I think it's kind of like bad. I expect more from a title like this. And here's the disappointing part. X Factor number 4. For me, anytime you throw danger in as a villain, it kind of shows to me I don't know what to do. And in this case, with the all-new X Factor, they don't really have any villains of their own, so to speak. And so they throw Danger in. Danger's out of control. And Danger doesn't have her memories. And she's rampaging, trying to kill this guy. And Gambit saves the day by kissing her. And I was just like, I'm done. Done with you like yesterday. And it, you know, I'll say this, the fighting part was fine. But here's the other thing you have to keep in mind. And this is the part where I'm like going again. You know, you raise Danger to a point of Omega level villain by being able to dismantle the X-Men. But yet, Danger can be held back by Polaris and Gambit and Quicksilver. I'm like, really? How is that possible? Oh, it's because you don't have an idea of what to throw in there, so you throw Danger in there and you can't let her get too crazy and wild. And then you do a Vision Scarlet Witch thing by this weird love interest thing. And I'm just like, oh. And then I'm done with you. So, it's one of those things I just wish that, I mean, while a lot of the art's good, the story, you know, Peter David does a really great job. But I think he really needs to start building up this rogues gallery, and he really needs to deal more with the, in a sense, corporate superhero type plot that he's trying to develop. Screw Danger. You know, you don't need to do this to Danger. You know, it's like you're weakening this character, but maybe that's their point. Let's weaken the character so this way they can fit them on the team without overbalancing everything. And it's completely unnecessary. How about you get rid of Danger, put in a new mutant in her place, and we'll call it a day. You know, but it's just this constant, it's just infuriating. Anyways, this is my good, this is my bad, and disappointing. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. Like, share. Facebook is right there. Crunchyroll Anime Reviews. I'll have more videos later, so until next time.